Hey guys, Spartan here, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. In the last episode we beat Bandit Keith, and we fought Rex in that same episode, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I know, because I beat Weevil in one episode. So I altered my deck so that I can face Bones here. I got it in exactly the amount needed. My zombie deck hungers for a taste of you. I just took out Rose Spectre of Dun and just some other high-cost cards. Not all my powerful cards, though. I just filled it with a bunch of low-power crap, such as 7 completed, which I can't use. Wonderful! So, yep, let's get started. Also, Maiden of the Aqua's model does not fit her card art, I'll tell you that much. So, oh yeah, at this stage of the game, enemy deck leaders start having abilities, such as this one has extended support range for its second ability, which is increased strength for same type friendlies, which means that for every level this deck leader has, all monsters of the same type within one space gain 100 attack and defense. Capped off at 5, of course, because getting more than 500 would be pretty broken. But yeah, and extended support range actually changed that to 2 slots, meaning that if you are within this reach of Pumpkin and you're a zombie that he controls, it's going to gain 500 attack and defense, so be careful when approaching him. Right, so what do I want to do? I want to get through my garbage as fast as possible. So let's just get rid of a bunch of junk. Now his zombies are pretty powerful. Most notably, he has a minion that he will constantly fuse into called Skelgon, and he'll power increase it most likely. And it's really dangerous. I take it that this is exactly it, like a Skelgon with 2,300 power or something. 2,500, okay. That means he gave it 1 Dark Energy and 1 Violet Crystal. So, one thing I want to point out is that I actually had failed recordings of this. It's not really the failed recordings, but it was that my PlayStation 2 was overheating, so I decided to turn it off right after recording a session. Except I forgot to save, which means that the things that I did on that file are completely redundant, because any cards I got and any victories I got and basically all that junk didn't matter, because, you know, non-canonical stuff now. So just take 500 damage. I actually beat Bones flawlessly with Aqua Dragon on my first go. I can kick the crap out of him with Man-Eating Black Shark. This boosts Aqua monsters, not water monsters. So, I'm just going to pass time so I can summon Man-Eating Black Shark. His monsters like to move forwards instead of left. That's something you should take note of, so I knew he wouldn't move where I wanted him to. Okay. Let's get Man-Eating Black Shark out here. 2,600 can beat over Skelgon. If Skelgon decides to move backwards for some godforsaken reason. So yeah, he likes to go in the bottom right corner, which is kind of a terrible move. With his deck leader ability, you'd expect him to play very aggressively, but he likes to stay on the wasteland where his zombies get buffed. Zombie type is a real pain to deal with because it buffs both. It buffs zombies on... I'm just tripping over my own words here. Zombies get buffed on both Dark and Wasteland. So that's a bit of a pain. I have a feeling that, you know, some classes, monster types, are just better than others in terms of feels, because some of them get buffed by 2 different terrains, some of them only lose... Some of them just don't lose power in, like, any terrain. But, yeah. All card types are equal, but some are more equal than others. I'm gonna play Furious Sea King. Should I buff it with Starboy? I could wait until I have more Aqua monsters. Actually, most of my good monsters are Sea Serpent, so let's just boost it up. Starboy kinda sucks. That boost is very useful though. Furious Sea King will have 1,600, and zombies will not have a field power bonus on Sea, so that's pretty useful. That's another Skelgon, isn't it? Well, if I can get many Skelgons in the graveyard, that'll be pretty useful, actually. Skelgon deciding to not attack my monster in the water, instead attack it with whatever that is. It's a fucking clown zombie. That's not very smart. Clown zombie, of course, being like the... Actually, I was going to say the strongest level 2 normal monster in the game, but there's, like, very new cards that rival him. Clown zombie is still pretty decent. It's actually really good in this game because its deck cost is so low. I forgot to mention how deck cost works, so, come my turn, I'll talk about that. I'm not attacking with that Skelgon. I want to check if that actually is Skelgon, because it can potentially not be. Dragon Zombie and Clown and Shadow Spectre, yeah, that's definitely Skelgon. Okay. Skelgon's stats aren't terribly good, they're just decent. That can't beat over it. Okay, so, what was I saying again? Probably something stupid, I don't know. Oh yes, deck cost, how it works. Okay, so I'll use Man-Eating Black Shark as an example. So, basically the deck cost you can see down the bottom right is 34. So if you combine the attack and defense, like the first two numbers from both the attack and defense together, that makes 34. So basically just divide their attack and defense combined by 100 and you get that amount. Effect monsters, this is a bit different because you combine them, divided by 100, same as normal. But then you add 5 deck cost for the effect. Some deck costs monsters are a bit weird, some of them have overcosted for some reason, some of them are undercosted for some reason, but those are very few and far between. Also, it rounds up, so Starboy, you know, takes an extra half deck cost for that. But it's no big problem, really. So yeah, that's the way it balances out deck costs and the like. Example, Blue Eyes White Dragon would be 55 deck cost, so it's pretty hefty and hard to add to your deck. Unless you, of course, are fighting an enemy that has ridiculously high deck cost. Example, the final boss who has like 1985, because it has like 3 Mirror Forces. I'm going to use Eye of Truth, see what he has in his hand. I'm most likely going to forget what he has, though. Monster Reborn, Pumpkin, Blocker, and the Hand of the Fourth Grave, or whatever the fuck it's called. Could attack whatever this is. Can I beat over a buffed Skelgon? Yes, I can. Okay. I'm gonna just create some C. Now, as long as this isn't a light monster, which it shouldn't be because Bones doesn't run light monsters, then this is easy. Yeah. Notice that this monster was not buffed and it's already a level 4 1800 attacker. That's how dangerous Bones can be with his buffs. The Skelgon right next to me has 2200 attack on C, so it's not completely terrible, but it's not enough to beat over most of my monsters. Furious Sea King is most likely going to die here, though. Probably should have waited to buff Giant Red Ocean Snake with Starboy. I don't have Darkness Approaches, which can be used to flip monsters face down. Which is a bit of a shame, but what are you gonna do? Ooh, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a good old Aqua Dragon. Aqua Dragon's so good. KFC Aqua Dragon Edition. Oh, fucking damn it. That's the snake hair. It's the Medusa of the game, essentially. I mean, it is Medusa. What it does is, once you destroy it by battle, the monster that destroyed it is spellbound for eternity, which means Aqua Dragon is now out of commission. It's a really good card to get, however. Like, now it's in the graveyard, I think I just want to try my hardest to get one. Let's move you over here, let's move Giant Red Sea Snake here, because most likely he's going to flip up Skelgon, attack Giant Red Sea Snake, and that'll be good. And I'll just end my turn. You may have heard a music jump there, but that's because I had to do something real quick. Never mind that. Also, he's only on 200 life points, so Skelgon attacking Sea Snake will not kill, but it will put them in pretty dire straits. Deciding not to attack, that's... Honestly, that's not the worst decision. You know what, I'll just bait them out then. Who can... Gonna need to get rid of Aqua Dragon in order to make room. You can only have 5 monsters on the board at once, like in the actual game. Cough cough, Master Rule 4, that isn't really the case anymore. Flip up Psychic Kappa, and now the AI is like, oh, I can get really close to their deck leader and kill a monster and deal some damage. Except they can't. I'm gonna have exact lethal if they attack with that Skelgon on the right. Exact lethal. Yep. Apparently there's an XC monster called Armored Kappa, which is like Psychic Kappa, except it's armored. It's very weird. Chat spam Kappa. God damn, I'm getting called away too much today. Alright, so, yep, let's turn animations off. We don't need to see them for these battles. Gonna deal 100 damage via this attack. And we're gonna deal 100 damage by the other attack. Which is going to fill up the graveyard with 2 Skelgons right next to each other, which means that most likely we're going to be able to get some 3 in a row in the slot machine. In my failed session, I did get a 3 in a row in the slot machine, and I got Cannon Soldier, so if I can just get another Cannon Soldier, that would be great, because Cannon Soldier has a lot of potential in this game. It doesn't have the same effect as the normal game. I mean, nothing really does. But, yep. Let us see. God damn it, people are making a lot of noise. Ugh, I picked the worst possible time to record. There are plates crashing in the distance. So yep, after Dark Energy I'm gonna have to press the button to probably get Skelangle. Not Skelangle, Skelgon. I kept getting those two confused in name. One of them is a flip monster, the other one is really nothing. Skelgon, there we go. I may actually use it in the next duel I'm in because it's a zombie. I'd like to get 3 in a row though. Oh, there's 2. And the other 2 are in a row. So... God damn it, too soon. I didn't even get Snake Hair. Oh well. So I'm going to quickly edit my deck. I'm going to put my powerful cards back in. And I am going to go fight Panic, because Panic is pretty bad. Be a fool if you think you've seen the last of me. Well, technically we really do see the last of you. I mean, there's a reason to. In the manga, you fucking die. Alright, now we're gonna fight Panic. Just quickly edited my deck, put in my highest cost cards. This should be still hard. I actually had some trouble with him on my failed recording session of him. But hopefully it isn't too bad. So, yep, let's go. Notice this field, it's all dark, and Panic runs a bunch of fiends, which are pretty nasty. So, what we need to do here is not draw a complete garbage hand like that, for starters. I'll probably be running back to the bottom left after this, because fiends, or more notably, pretty much Panic's entire deck is fiends. And fiends are weak in forest, but strong in dark, so there's a sharp contrast to these fields. I mean, you can take advantage of this, or at least attempt to, where, you know, you'll be stronger in the forest. Too bad there isn't much forest space here. Panic likes his traps. Like, there's more traps here than in the not safe for work section of my Discord server. But yeah, he also doesn't really like to attack. Wow, that was pointless. Yami transformed the surrounding 2 tiles in only, well, not diagonal ways, into dark spots, which, I don't know why he has that. His deck is mostly dark in the first place. But yes, we are needing to build up some sharp defenses. Aqua's 2,500 defense is pretty good. Yeah. On my original fight with Panic, I actually did get Actually, what did I even get from him? I remember I got a King of Yami Makai, but that's bog standard because it's his deck leader. My other card I got was... I don't think it was actually anything. Oh my god, yeah, that's an example of how powerful his monsters can be. God damn it, I forgot to turn animations back on. Oh well, we'll see that thing chomp on Aqua Madoor, like, really soon. Is my sound off? It feels as if it's off, but it probably isn't. Yeah, I have no way of killing this man-eating treasure chest right now. At least if I move onto the forest, it'll only deal 1,600 damage to me. Okay. He's not deciding to do a pincer attack or anything. Attacking Aqua Madoor is actually the worst thing, because it grants him a way of hitting me through other means. Also, this is the dark terrain, it's pretty ambient. Who would fall for that? Rest in peace, Aqua Madoor. It's probably like the one time Aqua Madoor will actually die, because their defense is just too high for a level 4 monster. Ugh. Maybe I should have actually popped Aqua Chorus there. Nah, that wouldn't work. That means man-eating treasure chest would just avoid Aqua Madoor and go for me instead. Okay, this is a pretty decent play here. I can, Furious Seeking. Yeah, I'll just play him in defense mode. And then I'll run into it with man-eating Black Shark. So Panic has a bunch of strong cards, one of them being Time Seal, which permanently spellbounds the monster on the field with the highest attack. Most of the time this is his monster, but it can be yours, and when it does, that's a real problem. We still haven't seen, like, any spellbounding in this game, however. Spellbounding is just you can't move next turn. Well, actually, no, we saw spellbounding just before with Snake Hair. What am I saying? Okay, so we got some C to work with. It's pretty C-D. I know that's a monster. Did that get buffed by Fiend Castle or Dark Energy? Or Malevolent Nuzzler. Malevolent Nuzzler is very weird. Increases the power of Fiend and female-type monsters, but Fiend Castle just increases Fiend monsters. Yet they're the same deck cost. That is called Power Creep. Yeah, eat a man-eating Black Shark. I believe that he does not have a monster that when power increased can actually stand up to man-eating Black Shark in C. Because the only monster that could would have 2,200 or more attack, and I don't believe there's any Fiends in this game that have that much attack. Aside from, like, Summon Skull. And he doesn't have Summon Skull in his deck. He has a fusion for Summon Skull, but he doesn't have the card itself. Okay, let's see, what do we got? I could plop down Aqua Chorus. Actually, that really isn't a bad idea. Hang on, I want to check something. Okay, no. The reason I did that just then is that he has a card called Gorgon's Eye, which will spellbound anything that ends its turn in defense on your side of the board. And it's really painful. It's especially painful when you don't see it coming, however, which is why I'm doing this sometimes. Oh, ooh, Karyushin. Do I want to move Karyushin a bit closer? It's a bit dangerous to do so, but yes. I'll use Aqua Chorus as well. I know I probably should save it for Aqua Dragon, but Aqua Dragon can kind of defend himself. I mean, Karyushin will now have 2,900, which is... only a power increased Summon Skull could take that down. Example, if he moves his deck leader forwards, because he has the stupid buff for friendliness. And he has level 5, so it's going to gain 500. Whatever this is dead. I hope this is a King of Yami Makai. I won't be dealing that much damage, but I want more of them in the slot machine. Oh, it's Neck Hunter. It's a pretty bad monster. I mean, it's one of those monsters that has high attack and defense. So when optimizing for deck cost, it makes it bad, because you want monsters with either really high attack, no defense, or really high defense, no attack. Just so that they have a not high deck cost. Which is why, actually no, I was going to say which is why, Mystical Elf was better than Aqua Madoor, but Mystical Elf was better than Aqua Madoor because of her effect, it's just busted. Increases the power of all light monsters you control by 800 points, including itself. I have a 2000 attack Liquid Beast, Jesus. This is a piece of garbage I just plopped down for the hell of it. And now it is actually maybe seeing use. Turtle Raccoon. Ronin Raccoon, Shinderu. Nah, it's an Ixie monster. This is an Ixie generation. Yeah, run away, coward. Totally unlike what I was doing just before. And it's gonna teleport away. Nice. Actually, that's really not nice. I kinda want that thing to die. Just so I get more slots. There's Akirion. If I play this White Dolphin, then I'll have enough stars to summon it next turn and infuse with to Aqua Dragon. You can just die. You kinda suck. All you're useful for is baiting out monsters that are gonna flip themselves up so I can see what they are. Or like on their turn. And dishes are being washed. We have a dishwasher. You could have just used that, not made as much noise. Oh, it's Barox. Barring the Ox. Barox is, of course, a terrible monster. Because it's a fusion monster in the real game, and has very wonky stats. I think Barox's deck cost is actually rounded down because of how wonky it is. Also, I opened my window to get some coolness in, because it's summer right now, it's too hot. And it's a rainy day, so you should expect to get a bunch of coolness from that. And the neighbor's dogs are barking. That's all that I'm getting from this. At least I'm not boiling to death. So yeah, notice Barox's minus 500 makes him a 1380 and 1530. Which is of course that way because that's how it was in the original with the field power bonus. I don't want to just attack Barox. Yeah, Barox's stats are no, they're rounded up because together that would be like 1910. It's very weird. Okay, I'm just going to attack with Karyushin, because that's most likely just a paralyzing trap of sorts. Oh my god, that's fucking Acid Trap Hole, really? Acid Trap Hole is like the most powerful trap in the game. Single target removal. It's so powerful you can't get it in the slot machine. Disposable trap that triggers against a monster with an attack of 4,000 or below and destroys it. Yeah, 4,000 or below. How are you going to get that high? Easily. Fuck it, I'm just going to attack with Man-Eating Black Shark. I need to get some damage down. So playing Aqua Dragon and, I mean, just fusing into Aqua Dragon and attacking would be an even worse play, because it would have cost me Akirion. Well, Akirion is kind of useless now. Aside from its basic stats. Notice this is why Giant Red Sea Snake is better than Akirion in most cases, because that's a 31 deck cost thing with only 1700 attack, and Giant Red Sea Snake is more... It's more specialized. I'm kind of worried about things that might attack Man-Eating Black Shark. I can make more sea terrain with Amoeba. Or I can attack in Dark with Skelgon. Skelgon still has a, you know, reasonable stats in Dark. And I got a machine. I'm just gonna do that every now and then, just to make sure he doesn't have Gorgon's Eye up. I'm gonna keep Mechanical Snail in my hand. Fuse 2 penguins to get a snail. I'm taking a page out of Bandit Keith's book of advice. If you play them face down, he may hesitate to attack. Time Seal, goodbye man-eating black shark. Doesn't even target. Well, fuck. You know what? At least I have a wall. The wall of man-eating black shark. There's Skelgon. I have 4 monsters on board. I just want to get rid of Liquid Beast, really. Its attack is too low to be useful. I mean, it's only 1,550. I'm going to use Psychic Kappa to ram into some stuff. Probably traps. Okay, that's not a trap. But yep, it just clears some way. Or it makes way, that's probably the better saying. Go on, attack the snake. Attack the Stoneclaw Totem. Whiptail Crow. What a piece of garbage. It's another one of those monsters that is very ill-optimized deck cost stats. It's very pricey. I mean, something you can take note of is the fact that Summon Skull is one of the best deck cost monsters that is effective, because it's only 37 deck cost, because of its maximized attack, minimized defense of 2500 attack, 1200 defense. Yeah, you stupid crow. Whiptail Crow was actually good in capsule monsters, I believe, because it's a wind monster. Wind monsters actually have a really huge amount of support. Well, not support, but their deck leader capabilities are admirable. You know what, I'm going to be doing something a little suicidal here. I'm going to eat some damage from Whiptail Crow attacking Bolt Escargot, but I'm going to be making a lot more water. No, not attacking that, really? Okay, well, that's a trap at least, I know that. Wait, what? Dude, you could have done damage to me. I guess killing the amoeba is, on its to-do list more than, like, any sensible play. Water, water everywhere, so let's all have a drink. Okay, they're moving them away, which probably means they're just repositioning traps. What should I do here? I can summon a Kyrion. Might have to do that if this is a trap or this is a trap and it gets my giant red sea snake. Yep, that's infinite dismissal. Spellbound for 3 turns. Doesn't actually reduce its stats though, so that's kinda good. God, man-eating black shark is just kinda useless here. My machine, poor old slot machine, is kinda useless. Also, this is probably the only time you're gonna see a Kyrion's attack, because most of the time I'm just gonna be using it for Aqua Dragon. Look at this fucked up thing, it's a monster. I'm at a loss for words with what that was. I need a drink, it's too hot. Nice little celebration you got there. Yes, run away! Run away! Actually, no, don't run away. Come back, I need to kill you. I don't have any more fish in my deck, do I? Oh my god, this chair is squeaking like hell. I'm getting a new one soon, though, don't worry. Do not worry about that. I have potential lethal, actually. Let's see, machine and dinosaur makes good old Cybersaurus, which has 1800, which Grand Crawling Dragon 2 could kill anyway. Oh, there we go, another infinite dismissal. This is what I said, he has a lot of traps. Did I say that this time, or did I say that last time in the failed recording? I don't know. So we've got 3 spellbound monsters, and Yeah, we've got Akirion and Bolt Escargot. Can't really do anything with them right now, though. Well, goodbye, Cybersaurus. Gonna die to whatever he plays here. Except not. He decides not to do it. No, don't do it. Alright, I still have another potential lethal, most likely. Nope. I have Starboy. It doesn't help. Hang on. Okay, doesn't have the thing. Going to Starboy. Finna Star. Gonna be boosted by 300. When will I get to use that Sea Snake? In 2 turns' time. Okay. If he attacks Starboy and it's not powerful enough to kill Akirion, maybe in a good spot here. There we go, buffs my snake. Oh, it's King of Yamimakai, who can go point for point with it. King of Yamimakai actually has a pretty nice animation, if you can ignore the background noise that's happening where I am. I know it isn't as bad as, you know, I think it is, but I don't like it. Flashy lights! No! God damn. It actually kind of hurts my eyes. Not very intensely though, but still. Base plant. I get it, because it's kind of like a plant. What even is Starboy? It's like a weed of the sea. It's seaweed. May have to turn down the volume for that just because of the fucking background noise. Oh well, whatever. We will see. Is he leaving his deck leader unattended? I see he's trying to sneak around the back there. God damn, the one time I could potentially, Actually, no, I don't have the damage to kill King of Yamimakai. But still, the one time I could potentially run up and smack him in the face, I have no stars. That's just lovely. Ooh, Candle of Life. Candle of Life is a really damn good card. I'll take note of where that is and try and kill it. The reason I'm going to attack is so King of Yamimakai can attack and I'll counter-attack. It's the basic old bait-and-switch technique. Okay, so it's the third card in his hand. And the second card in his hand is the Zero Ritual. Okay, he just played whatever he drew. Ugh. Goodbye, Snail. Rest in peace. I didn't even draw Komori Dragon to make a Thunder Dragon out of it. That's truly saddening. Huh? Why did you do that? Paralyzing Potion paralyzes a thing equipped with it permanently, but it was already permanently spellbound. That is called Overkill. Okay, I have Skelgon. That's pretty useful. Hang on, I'm gonna do this. Just in case that card next to his deck leader is a trap card. And I end up eating ass. Because I really don't want Akirion to be hit by a trap and then just completely immobilized. I need to spend this power of Kaishin on something. I'm willing to bet these 4 cards are traps, and he has 1 monster on the board. You know what, I'm going to power of Kaishin the giant red sea snake. Because that 100 extra points can be everything. That allows him to kill the King of Yamimakai if it's not buffed by his hero. He's moving everything from his hero, which is interesting. Because it means one thing. Wait, what card was that? I wasn't paying attention. God damn it. I wish I had a Dark Hole. You can get Dark Hole from Bones. Actually, I don't think it comes in the slot machine, so never mind. God fucking damn it, Tears of the Mermaid. Alright, I'm gonna try and trigger some of these traps. Let's see, let's just ditch a bunch of this stuff. That doesn't make Black Dragon Jungle King. No, it doesn't. That's another Tears of the Mermaid. This is why I don't like this fight. Traps, traps, traps. Oh, hey, I actually got through. Nice. GG. Play that victory music. Sweet, sweet victory music. No, I'm not playing Sweet Victory. I know I said I wouldn't do Crab Rave last time and I ended up doing it. This is different. Okay, so we've got 2 Tears of the Mermaids in close proximity. We've also got 2 King of Yami Makais on the board. There's a King of Yami Makai next to a Tears of the Mermaid, so I'll let that decide which one I'm going for 3 of. I'm going for King of Yami Makai. So, Tears of the Mermaid, Malevolent Nuzzler, and then another Tears of the Mermaid, then King of Yami Makai. What? God damn it, I got Yami. That's actually really bad, because I don't want Yami. I guess I just want another Tears of the Mermaid. I have 1 in my deck, because of theming. But, yep. Getting 2 isn't bad. Ah, that face. He doesn't say anything interesting when he loses. And we unlock nothing new. So, there's one last thing I want to do before I end this episode that's gone on for long enough because of how things have been going. But, hang on, I need to take Slot Machine out of my deck for now. And let's add in Tears of the Mermaid. Right, so after 5 wins and or losses, you know, total up to 5, you'll see something flashing at the bottom of the screen called Reincarnation, which means that you can destroy a card and you will get 3 cards of approximately the same deck cost. And this is of course best used with your highest deck cost cards early on. There are some really powerful low deck cost cards, but you'll want to wait like until super late game to do that. Generally you just want the strongest things. So last time I reincarnated Slot Machine and I'm going to do the same thing here. What do I get? Soul Hunter. Actually a pretty decent attack point Fiend. Punished Eagle, which is a pretty good winged beast. Nice statted. And Spike Clobber, which is a piece of garbage. Right, let's see those cards. So Spike Clobber is a 1700 attack, 1800 defense monster. I have no idea how I even got that. That's like... I believe the variation between deck cost is from 10 above to 10 below. I think all of these were below, yeah. So that was a pretty low roll. But yep. Soul Hunter is actually pretty good. 2200 attack on a Fiend is decent. It's no Summon Skull, but still, it's better than King of Yami Makai. Not very well optimized for deck cost. Punished Eagle, a 2100 attack beast. I mean, winged beast. So it's... I believe this is the strongest winged beast you can get that isn't, like... a ritual monster, or Crimson Sunbird. I can't even fuse for Crimson Sunbird right now, though. So, yep, that'll be it for this episode-dito. I'm actually going to save on camera so I know that I won't fuck up. Behold! Saving, which I forgot to do. I didn't really lose anything major, though, at least. And I'll see you guys in the next video, where we'll be fighting the Labyrinth Ruler. Or Panic. No, not Panic. We just fought Panic. Paradox. So, yep. And that's the only one we'll be doing in that episode, for reasons I'll explain later. So, yep, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.